Hey everyone, it's Mark with Mark's Virtual Real Estate Channel. It is an exciting day today as the Las Vegas release is happening. So I will be filming all of it as I usually do. I will be filming me minting properties, getting ready to mint, showing my strategy on how I get to where I want to be to mint, and as much insight as I can give you, I will give you. So I love these videos. They're a lot of fun to do, and the city releases are a lot of fun to do in Upland. So we'll start that off with kind of showing you how I'm going to get my Block Explorer ready for the release. So there's some strategies to that as well. It's a little different than the stress test. And then a little bit about where I might look at some neighborhoods too, because the grids are released. So now we can see what the neighborhoods will look like, what properties look like, and all of that great stuff. Today is also a fun day because let's see if I can do this without destroying everything. As some of you know, I bought a 88.5 Countach, and it is my first day having it at work. Yay. So it's good and bad because I just keep wanting to look outside at it and not work. So I promise it won't let me distract me from the release though. Okay, there we go. So right now we're looking at Las Vegas. You can see where my Block Explorer is. And one thing I want to do, and this video actually helps me do that really easy, is I can see where he's at, and it's 8:40 a.m. my time. I'm in Mountain Time, so I'm 1 hour ahead of Pacific Time. Always have to remember that for the release. And I can see, okay, he's right here. In half an hour, how far will he be? In an hour, how far will he be? Because then I can come back over here and say if I want to send him from one of my properties up here, I can figure out how long it's going to take me if I want him to be in a certain area. Now, there's no guarantee that'll work, but you can try to send him there. Now, forgot a few things, but we love the likes, shares, comments. Keep those coming. And the reason I was able to get a Countach, and I have a Diablo as well, is thanks to the real-life real estate I do, flips and rentals and commercial properties and some small businesses. So my channel, Mark Ferguson Invest for More, goes over all of that on YouTube if you want to check that stuff out. And then, yeah, we are in Upland, a virtual real estate game where you can buy like that. Same size lots as in real life. You can build, rent, have yield, make money. It's pretty fun. And I value my time a lot. Like I'm a very busy person. And for a game to take up as much time as it does, like Upland does, it's got to be pretty fun and pretty cool. So I like it. All right, so this was the stress release before. It says 8:40 a.m. here. That means I think it's 10 a.m. is the release, right? I need to double check that and make sure that's correct. 10 a.m. Pacific time, which would be 11 a.m. my time. But I want to make sure that I get that correct, because that's kind of a big deal, right? I can go to the schedule here and click on the Las Vegas schedule, click here to learn more, and we can see exactly when it will be opening up. It's also important to know that there can be glitches during the city opening. There's a lot of people in the game, a lot of people sending, doing different stuff. You can freeze up. You can not have your Block Explorer working. You can buy properties you think you bought and not have them bought. Don't freak out, right? A lot of people can get upset about it. You just have to deal with it. So sometimes I'll have my phone with me too open and the desktop here. And if I start freezing up too much, I'll refresh. I'll go to my phone, and sometimes that will actually help me do more things than... There we go. Friday, June 10th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is 11 a.m. my time, which is about 2 hours and 15 minutes away from now. Okay, good. Got that down. So, oh, they're undergoing maintenance again. Okay, so I kind of want to see how far my guy goes in the next half hour or so. And so like at 9:10, maybe even 9 o'clock, I'll come back, I'll see where he's at and see how far he's moved, because you can see he moves on his own, and he'll start changing directions and things. But this is going to be a good idea of how fast he's moving if I want to plan things. And so we can't control where our Block Explorer goes. We can't control how fast he goes. He always goes the same speed. But we can send him from different spots. So since I have properties in Winchester, you know, I could send him from here up to downtown and keep sending him until he goes the right direction, get him set in the right direction, and just hope he keeps going that same direction. And, you know, an hour into it doesn't like turn and go the wrong way. So we'll see how that works. So we're going to target I think I'm targeting downtown Fremont area. I know it will be a very, very busy place. Excuse me, lots of competition, but so many cool properties here. And even if I don't get anything on Fremont, however you say it, Fremont, there's other named properties all over. Any property in downtown I think is going to be worth quite a bit, even if you go up to North Downtown. So that's going to be my plan to start with. We'll see how it goes, unless my Block Explorer ends up, somewhere else. And if he gets into the Arts District, great, but that'll be very, very tough. If there's anything on the Strip and he's around there, great. That'll be very, very tough because a lot of these are very large. Here's some of the smaller ones. So it'll be interesting. That's for sure. So like I said, we'll check back in here a little bit. We'll see how far he's come. We will check back in a little bit later and see if I try to send him off from one of my properties. We'll show that as well. And then, of course, we'll be here for the release and film that whole thing, record that whole thing, shoot everything I'm doing. And then I usually talk about how much money I make, come back and show you how much, if we're flipping properties, holding them, all that great stuff. So these are fun videos. Glad you're here to watch them. Let me know how you do, what your strategies are. If you have any comments, we'd love to hear those. We'll be back here again soon. Okay, so I'm back. It's 9 a.m. and I've got kind of a conundrum. So we can see my Block Explorer. Let's see here. Come on, scrolling enough. Come on. Where's your trail? There it is. Okay. So he was right here at 8:40. Now he's down here at 9. Like I said, we have 2 hours to the release, so it's actually less time than I was kind of thinking. And he's gone. Okay, sorry, I'll remember to edit that out. But he's gone. Oh, now I have to do this again. About to there. So another 20 minutes, kind of there. Another 20 minutes there. So in 40 minutes, in 60 minutes. Oh, it's just, boy, let me do this again. I feel like I messed this up. Okay, Regency. I'm going to use like a pen to do this. You can't really see me. I'm going to scroll out until it's the length of my pen, which you can sort of see me doing. Very scientific. And so I know each of those is like 20 minutes. So if I scroll back, oh, I can't scroll back out. What am I doing? This is not working out how it's supposed to. Okay, there we go. Now if I scroll down here, okay, I go pen, that's 1, 2, 3. So in an hour, I'll be right here, I think, which is right on, that's Fremont, right? Again, I am the best at butchering names and pronunciations, like Gratiot Boulevard, which still I don't know how to say that, in Detroit. And Ponzi scheme, sorry for saying that wrong. Everyone got mad and annoyed that I said that wrong. So I figure only an expert on Ponzi schemes knows how to say it right. So if you do know how to say it right, be careful. No. Okay, so if I'm there in like an hour, that means I might be, boy, looking at that, dude, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll probably be about here an hour, assuming he doesn't veer off one direction, right? So then in 2 hours, he could start going that direction. It'd be perfect. Or he could start going that direction. Or he could start going that direction. Boy. This is my decision. If I let him keep going this way, because, in 2 hours, he might be down here. And that won't be where I want to be. Or I send him off from here. Then I send him. I think I have to send him the right way. That direction. And then looking at this again, if I get out my trusty pen, it's very scientific. Do not try this at home. But it's been a little bit of time, so he's gone a little farther. So I'm going to go right there. We're going to scroll down to my... I can't scroll out because then I don't know. Okay, if I go from my... I knew I needed a Karen Boulevard property for some reason. there. Okay, hold on. There. That's 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it'll take me an hour and a half to get there. But then I'll have another 20 minutes or so of lag behind me that I can use, because I can mint stuff in his path still, right? It doesn't have to be just around here. It can be in his whole path. And I'll have about 20 minutes, maybe a little bit less of pathway there. So if I were to send him off right now and he goes the right direction, you know, just looking at it, he'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An hour and a half would be right in the middle here. 2 hours would be up here. This direction. I'm gonna wait a little bit and maybe I'll send him, because if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if I can end up in this area, that would be amazing. And or it won't be, because there'll be 75 other people there and they'll all mint before me. But it's worth a shot, I think. But I need to do it in like 15 minutes. That's my new strategy. Maybe 10 I'll start sending him, because it can take a while. Okay, new strategy. We're done. We'll be back soon. All right, I'm back again. I was doing some research on different areas to target after I hit my main target areas. I was just kind of looking for cheap properties, small properties, and now I'm going to try and send him off the right direction. I don't think he was going to hit, I should have shown that. I don't think he was going to hit downtown. He might have hit east downtown, maybe Fremont down the area, other area, but we're going to try and send him off the right direction, and this takes some time sometimes. If I send him from my own property, then, close. Oh, no. Then it doesn't cost me any cents. Oh, and I have way more cents. I keep forgetting to say that. I meant to tell people, I'm sorry. I registered for the historic tour, and oh, that might be good. Let's see how that goes. Oh, that could be perfect. Maybe that first one was more perfect. I registered for the historic tour yesterday, and you got 30 cents for doing that. So like, if I can show you here, I have 40 cents right now. So that's amazing. And all I had to do, I couldn't do it from Las Vegas. I had to fly to LA, which was free. And then register it for his 2,000 UPIX, then fly back to Las Vegas. That's all I had to do. I didn't have to go on the tour, I didn't have to do anything. I got those 40 cents, so that was cool. So he's going just about parallel with that road, right? He's going to go right in the right direction. I hope. We're going to... Yeah, maybe just a little bit to the north, maybe like right along here, which would be just fine. We'll see how he does here. We'll come back and visit it in a little while and see if he's still on the right track and how that's looking. This is always kind of the trickiest part. All right, so now it's 9:41, an hour and 20 minutes until the release. And you can see my guy's over here, and that's not exactly where I want him to be. He is turning. So he was going the right direction, and then I was actually doing some work, so I wasn't just staring at my computer the whole time. He turned this way, and I thought, okay, that might not be the worst. And now he turned that way again. So I was thinking, hey, that's not a bad idea if I end up in the Arts District, right? That's okay. But am I going to get there in time? That's my big thing, because, we have a shorter route to right here than we have to all the way over here. So if I started right here, and that was at like almost exactly half an hour ago, if I get out my pen again, but he's turned a little bit, so if I do another half hour, it's to about here, I think. Another half hour. Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe he'll end up... Boy, let me do this again. Dude. It would be right here. Would be an hour. that might be okay. If he goes south a little, this is still downtown right here. There's still Main Street right here, which is good. I'd love to get Fremont, but it's not the end of the world if I end up over here too. I think the Arts District will be very expensive. Tons of named properties in there. So that would be okay. If he keeps going on this route, I think he'll be okay. We'll see. We'll check back here in a little while. And hopefully he hasn't turned that way. Or if he turns up, that's fine. Anywhere north is good. Anywhere south, I'm not so happy with. I don't want to end up like over here. That's not good. And as a last resort, I could, and I'm thinking about doing it right now, buy a property. I tried to buy this one actually, the Tom O'Shanter. Buy a property closer to here and send them off in a short period if we get desperate. But I'm probably paying, if I get real close here, oh, not 100. I don't want to pay 115. What am I paying? 90? What is this, a good property? No. There's nothing special about it. If it was like a named property, you know, like the Turnberry Towers, 600,000. Oh. See, and this is a strategy too that I should have thought of before the city or the stress test release, right? If I was being smart, I would have thought people are going to want to have properties right here for sending their person off right next to Las Vegas Boulevard, the Art District. I should have known that would be a very popular area. Now, the tricky thing though is after this release is over, I don't know if it's going to be a popular area. So you might just be buying, you know, a property for 4 times what it's worth. You know, like I could pay $69,000 for that. After we're done, it's all over. It's worth $20,000, maybe a little more. So that's the conundrum here. But as a last case resort, if my Block Explorer is way off, not going to hit my target, maybe it's worth it to send them through, because I didn't even notice this was downtown before. So maybe it's worth it to eat that 30, 40,000 UPIX, send them up there, because I know I'll make a lot more money if I get good properties in here. And there's lots of named properties along here too. So an antique mall, 7-Eleven. So we'll check back here in a little bit. All right, it's 10:04 a.m. So we're about an hour away. Just want to make sure I freak out and oh no, it was really just started. No, we're an hour away. You can see I actually moved a little bit north again right here. So I am headed right towards the Art District, which would be great. I would love to be in the Art District. I'm happy with that. I'll just buy as much as I can there. Lots of named properties, should be a super valuable area. We can see I started from here. I kind of went this way, then this way. So it's a little bit of a, not a straight shot. If I keep going in a straight shot, I can get out my trusty ruler, which is a pen here, and see I should end up probably right about here, which would be absolutely perfect if that happens. Now, a lot of things can change because I'll have my whole, you know, maybe I get a gas station, who knows? I mean, there's a possibility of getting something on the strip. I'm not going to like, I don't even know if I want to try to get on the strip, honestly. Maybe I'll try if it's right away. But I'll be happy with as much as I can do in the Art District. Now, there's also Main Street right here. Main Street would be amazing. If I could get stuff on Main Street and in the Market District, that would be awesome. If I get a named property, that would be doubly awesome. But then there's always the possibility that I get, you know, half an hour away and he says, oh, I'm going to go straight this way, or I'm going to go this way. Now, if he goes north, great. I'm cool with that if we get in this downtown area. If he starts going this way, I'm kind of screwed. So, backup plan is being initiated right now. This property in Sherwood just dropped the price a bunch. It wasn't this low before. And I just checked on upexcellent.me. Mint price is $44,000. It's just above mint. If I can't sell it, that's okay. But worst case scenario, if my Block Explorer juts this way and it's, you know, half an hour, even 20 minutes, I should have enough. Because let's see, his trail is usually about 20 minutes long. So let's see where that is. Right there, Bonita. Right, again, getting out my pen ruler. We go there. At 20 minutes, I'd be right here. If I could send him in the right way. Possibly buy a gigantic property that I don't have enough money for. Whew. But I can send him a little earlier. Maybe get some stuff in the downtown area. Possibly the Strip, but not banking on it. And that's kind of a last resort. Hoping I don't have to use that, but that's my insurance policy in case I do. If I have half an hour, I can send him up here, maybe try and hit Main Street, some other stuff over here, and have an opportunity there. So I know people are going to be trying to hit the Strip like crazy. So honestly, that's not my focus. My focus is Art District. We're keeping our fingers crossed, and we'll come back here, of course, just to see if it could keep a straight line. That'd be amazing. It's just they like to move around. So hopefully there's not any big turns. Just subtle ones are good, not the big giant ones. So getting closer, we'll see how it goes. Okay, now it is 10:34, about 26 minutes till we open, and my Explorer turned, but in an okay manner. He went north. He didn't go south. So he is headed right towards the corner of the Art District into downtown, this area. Super, super happy if he does that. I mean, I'd love to be on Fremont up here. Fremont, again, I don't know how to say it. But that's okay, right? I can't always get the perfect one. So much better than him going south and completely changing directions. Just as long as he doesn't like vert that way all of a sudden or go that way all of a sudden, we should be good. So I'm debating on now if I want to sell this property right here, because I might be able to get a premium if we go all the properties in this area, 57,000. So there's some cheaper ones, but they're south. They're all south of me, on Tomo Shanter, all owned by the same person. One for 60,000 on Sherwood. Is that close to me? Oh, that's closer than me. But you know, I could just put it up for sale for a stupid amount and see if somebody buys it, because they had the same idea as me. Because right now, at this point, even if I send him from this area, I probably am not going to get there in time, is what I was saying. So, yeah, if I send him, boy, it'd be really close. That's like 20 minutes. Yeah, and there's, I mean, he's almost, I mean, there's no way he can go the other direction, right? We should be good. Even if he comes up here and then changes direction, my tail should be in a good area. Now I just have to decide what it is I want to target in here. Oh, there's Las Vegas Boulevard. And of course you want to make sure these properties here are actually on Las Vegas Boulevard and not on the corner streets. That's on, see, that's on Charleston, so that would not be, that's on Las Vegas Boulevard. Oh, if you could get stuff in Las Vegas Boulevard and in the Art District, that'd be amazing. All kinds of opportunities here, and they're small ones, so I might be able to, boy, I might be able to go for a couple of maybe one. Las Vegas Boulevard, Main Street. I don't know if I'll get there or not. It might be close enough to get to Main Street. Art District, a theater. Oh, if I get a theater. It's so exciting right now. Oh, that's big. Oof, that's probably going to be expensive. The Art District, I'm guessing it's going to be real expensive. So we're just going to patiently wait. Oh, a Graceland Wedding Chapel. That sounds amazing. That sounds really amazing. I don't know if I'll be in that area or not. But things are looking good. Definitely going to be scrolling in and out, moving my guy all around. And hopefully we can get some good stuff here, make some good money, flip stuff quick, move to some other areas, mint some more. I've got $900,000 to work with right now, and I plan on using every penny of it. Okay, so everything was looking absolutely perfect, and we get this message. Just a heads up, we're pushing the release of Las Vegas back by 30 minutes until 10:30. Why do they do this? This is so frustrating. Like, everyone schedules their time around this, and now that's about 20 minutes. 20 minutes I'll be here. Oh, another 30 minutes I could be up here and completely out of downtown. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Okay. I was set up so perfect. Now I'm taking this off the market. I'm not selling that one anymore. I still might need that. Oh, that's... Okay, I'll live. Don't worry. Okay, I calculated I was here 40 minutes ago. It's going to be 45 minutes till the release, so I will be... up here if I continue in the same direction. None of my trail will be on these big giant properties. Maybe if I'm lucky, maybe not even there. I can put all my eggs in a basket and stay and hope he goes north or starts going south. But I think I have to bite the bullet and resend him and just hope. He's so perfect. Oh, he turned a little bit that way, but that doesn't help me at all. God, if this was starting in 15 minutes, it would be absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now, I've got to send him. Okay. They better not come back and say, oh, we changed our mind. We're going to actually open at 11 now. And I might have to send them an evil letter. Okay, go. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Why aren't you working? Seriously. We have to keep doing this until we get him going the right direction. And it can take a minute or two as well. Oh, okay. Is that gonna work? I think that's gonna have to be it. We're gonna let him go that way. And here's my theory on this. He's going right towards here. So maybe, like I said, he was right here before. In 40 minutes it took him to go from here to here. So in 40 minutes it should take him to go from here to about here. His trail should be right through here. If he turns a little bit left, I'll still have downtown. If he turns north, I'll be in great shape. But if I go too far north, right, and send him this way trying to be perfect, he might veer that way and I'll miss everything. So hopefully this way he comes into here, and if he decides to turn after he gets in this area, and I at least can get some downtown stuff. Possibly this strip, possibly Main Street would be okay. Still some okay stuff there. But I'm glad I bought this property, that's for sure. That's why I bought it. It was my insurance policy. And now we wait and we hope. Is he going? Yeah, he's going right about there. We hope he just doesn't turn in like 5 minutes and go that way or that way, and we have to restart this again. Okay, I'm okay. It's not the end of the world, but I was in such good position. Okay, we're back. It's 11:10 a.m., so 20 minutes we should start. You can see I sent him off from my insurance property. He came this way, turned a little bit north, which is okay. It's 11:10 right now, and he's just past the strip. So it'll be interesting to see if did he just change direction? I like that. Okay, that just happened. Okay, he's gonna cruise right along the strip up here. I'm okay. I'll take it. So I've got 20 minutes. He'll probably be right here if he continues on his current trek when it opens. And I'll have... This is tricky now. It's going to be a lot more straightforward before. Oh, he's kind of going that way a little bit too. But I should have enough. He's just going to follow the strip. Ooh. How... What do I want to go for? This is the strategy here is, do I go for the ones that are going to go really, really fast, or do I go for the other ones that won't go as fast? Ooh, boy. Hotel. I don't know what to do. I'll be okay. That's the arts district we went. Okay, so he's probably going to be about right here. If I could get some stuff in there. I don't know if that's in the art district or not. There's Main Street right here too, which a few properties, real small ones there. Boy, that'd be nice to have on Main Street. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about that here before the opening, but not a bad turn. Okay, 5 minutes away. This is game time. Can't believe how excited I get for these. Like, it's not really that important in the grand scheme of things, but it's pretty fun. So you can see my Explorer has taken some different routes. So we had our insurance property down here, sent him this way after the delays, and right as he hit the strip, he turned this way. Kind of crazy. So if he hadn't done that, he'd be kind of over here, which would be fine because my trail would be right along here, but I don't know if my trail would have stuck around for the strip, so I might have missed that. Maybe that's a good thing though, because the strip's going to be super competitive. So I started coming this way, and there's some properties here. The Oasis Motel, Rumble Motel, I'm like, that's cool. They're 300 UPX big though, and so they're going to be expensive. And then I'm like, all right. And then look, he's turning back this way again. So this is still the downtown area. This is the art district right there. I don't know if I'm going to get to the art district. There's 4 minutes now. He might get there. If I could get one of these, I want to make sure they're all on the strip. They're all on the strip. If I could get one of these small ones, I'd be so happy. Or this guy right here, I'd be so happy. So that's going to be my first target. As soon as I get those, I'm guessing the rest is going to go like crazy fast. 3 minutes now. And then I'm going to target, if there's any chance I'm close to the art district, I'm going to target the art district next. And then if not, I'm just going to mint stuff here in downtown. Maybe I can get some named stuff, maybe not. Either way, hopefully all this works out okay. Testing. Making sure my sound's good. Everything's good. Whew. Again, move around a bunch, scroll in and out, make sure you don't miss anything. Be ready on the property you want. Boy, do I want, how big is that one? 184. I feel either one of these would be fine. That's a little bigger, not too bad though, but that might be in both the strip and the art district. That'd be an amazing property. They better not come out with a delay. Didn't they say they're going to give us a 5-minute warning before it starts? So if they're delaying it again, I'm going to be, I don't remember seeing or maybe their Discord is going to do a 5-minute warning. Oh, what was that? Open in a few minutes, we will open. Okay. So just got that, so we're still good. I've got it open on my phone too, in case it doesn't start working. Just waiting patiently. I know it's kind of crazy, the excitement I have now. It's weird. Like, I'm buying a $800,000 property next week. I'm not that excited about that. Of course, I already have it under contract, so there's no drama. I know I'm going to get it. Here, it's like, well, you know, you don't know for sure if you're going to get them, if you're going to be able to mint them, if people will beat you. We'll still be able to mint some stuff. I've got a map here too to go to different areas after these fill up, because I'm guessing these will fill up real fast. 29, so got to be ready. Okay, I'm going to try and get one of these. Patiently waiting. Patiently waiting. Hi-Hat Regency. Interesting. I'm assuming I'll be able to get that one. That'll be close enough. If not, we'll be ready. Scroll in and out, move around. Waiting. It's weird, I didn't really do this, the Queens. I don't know if I did it in the release before that either, so who knows how late I was when I could have been real quick. Should be any second now. Getting very close. Oh, it's okay. Any second. Oh, someone got it. Oh. Dang it. How much is that one? Oh, dude. Oh, my mouse froze up. Okay. Oh. Getting one in Main Street. Nothing on the Strip. That's okay. I knew that'd be a long shot. Do we have... Oh, everything is filling up there. Oh, I should be close enough to get that. No? Oh. Well. Nope. Okay. Any green stuff there? Boy. So slow. Come on. How much is that one? Whew, it's expensive. Oh. Boy, that's pricey, but we're going to buy it. It's downtown. Ugh, I hate buying that expensive properties. Boy. Okay. All that stuff. We're just trying to get any downtown stuff now. I feel like downtown stuff will be worth it. I hope. Otherwise... we spent a good amount of money, but I think I'm still in downtown, right? Oh, dang, that was a good one. Okay. That's the downtown. We'll try it anyway. Am I still in downtown? I think so, right? Yeah. No named properties, so sad. Oh. Okay, do I want to go to a different area now? Look at my map. Okay, we're going to check out. I'm sure all this stuff is done, but we're going to check this out here. Oh. Can I get Max's restaurant? I knew there was a bunch of name stuff down there. So maybe... oh, dang it. Albertsons? How much is Albertsons? 279,000? Oh, I can't buy Albertsons. I'm not there yet. TJ Maxx, how much is that one? That's crazy expensive. How much do I have? $5.90. If I get to Albertsons... oh. What else do we have here? There's name stuff here too, but I bet you it's Blueberry Hill Restaurants. I'd buy that one. Do I want to pay that much for an Albertsons? My last grocery store did really well. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on? I just don't know if that's worth it. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to hit it either. So much money. Those aren't named. I kind of want to go over here. See if there's more. Ooh, Carl's Jr.? How do I get over there? Subway? I want to get over here. Where's someone buying something close? So Albert's is in my reach now. No, it's still not. Boy, there's lots of name stuff here, but no way to get there yet. Oh, how much is that church? 900,000. There's like nowhere even close to. I guess I could send my guy here and hope he goes the right direction. Maybe I'll be the first one to get over there. Probably not, but there's a chance. Go the right way. I have lots of sends left, so we'll try it again. One more try. Anybody else spot anything closer? No. Oh, look at all those small properties. Those are, oh, 12,000? That'd be a good deal too. Maybe I can, hold on a second here. Here we go. Here's a new strategy. We'll see if we can get ourselves over there by buying a string of properties. Get that one, then I'll be closer. Make sure. Anybody have any blue close? No. This is gonna take a while. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get there. I have to buy that giant thing. I don't know if this is a good idea. I want that Carl's Jr. Where was it? Right there? Boy, still. How much is that one? Anybody gotten there yet? No? Nobody's close. Send the right way. Go the right way. Go the right way. Come on, go down. I'm buying some okay stuff, not amazing, but I'd love to get those named properties on the intersection. I just don't know. And while I'm doing this, if someone else has already gotten close to them, we don't know. Time is ticking away. Yes, that's the right direction. Now, hopefully they're still there. They're still there. The trick is, will I get there before somebody else does? How much is this, Carl's Jr.? 73,000. Okay. Still, I feel like getting named things on a pretty major intersection would be a good thing, right? Make sure he's still going the right way. He's gonna get there? I think so. He's gonna come this way. He's gonna just scrape by those. Okay, go! Faster, 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 go. While he's doing that, I wonder how the rest of stuff is going. There was stuff over here. Oh, that's not minted out, okay. I'm sure. Is downtown like totally done? Probably. Mostly all the way. Oh, there's a big old casino. Oh, it's not available. That's why. Okay. All right. Enough messing around. Let's see where my guy's at. Come on. Go quickly. I'll buy all three of these. Go. 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 I guess if I would have just kept sending... Oh, we're getting close to buy that thing. 210,000. Hamburger Mary's. Oh, look at that. Wonder if other people are sitting there waiting for someone to get close to this too. Or if it's just me. There's a semi parked in my parking lot too. And he's not supposed to do that. It's private parking. There's signs everywhere. And he just put his curtains down to sleep, so he's going to get a visit from me here after this is done. Okay, should be getting closer. So I wonder how everybody else's Vegas is doing if you're still going. It's been, what, 10 minutes now? He didn't move direction, did he? No, he's still going. Why is he going so slow? Come on. Let's get some turbo or supercharger or something going here. I mean, I could buy this for 200,000, but that's a whole lot of money for Fidelity national title. That's funny. There's real estate for you. Okay. Come on, buddy. So those are some interesting stuff. What'd I pay for that one? 9,400. That's a good deal, I think. There's some other areas I targeted that were smaller. Oh, there's people up there buying stuff up here. Look at those. 11,000. Stuff like that. Boy, you can get under 10,000 mint. 11,000. That sure seems like a good price. Okay, come on. I want that subway in Flamingo. Flamingo might be a popular street. I don't know. I don't think it'll be as popular as some of the others, but it might be. This is kind of like trying to get the Church's chicken on a Gratiot in Detroit when they kept having all the issues and it kept pausing and Circle of Death and all that. And I thought I got it. Then it stopped. Then they went down for maintenance. And then I came back. It was still there. I got Church's chicken. It took a long time, but we got it. All right, I should be getting closer. Should be getting closer. You get that giant place. Come on, buddy. Be in range. Be in range. To at least get the subway. And then we'll try and buy these three too. And then maybe we'll go buy some cheap stuff somewhere. We'll see. Maybe not. Maybe not. I have other stuff on my map to target. Oh, a bunch of churches were up there too. I bet they're all taken. Oh, there we go. Oh! Go to it. Yes, 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 go. Why do they do this now? Go, hurry up. That's gotta be in range, right? It's not in range, oh my God. Go to Carl's Jr. There we go, go to Carl's Jr. Get your cheeseburger. Come on, come on, Carl. We're trying, we're so close. I'm probably going to all this work and then I won't even be able to sell them. There we go. Oh, jeez. Got my Carl's Jr. Okay. So we got some name stuff here, which is cool. I like getting name stuff. Now is there more name stuff? Those are all big. Giant church. Stuff is filling up down here. How big are these? 10,000. I just feel like it doesn't hurt to go. We're close. We've got $300,000 left still. 10,000 is pretty cheap, I think. Let's buy a few of these. No tractors. Oh, the CAPTCHA. CAPTCHA will be the death of me. Other people are obviously buying these as well. There's another one. I can't even see what that is. Oh, jeez. But they're not buying them like crazy fast. What am I at? 379. Okay. I want to go check my church area. I'm sure it's completely gone. Is this it? And they're probably big. That church. How much were these? Oh, I can't tell right now. All those named churches are probably, yeah. Okay. What other spots did I have on my map? That's cheap. Named. Oh. Do we have any other areas that were? The golf course? I'm sure the golf course is probably. Oh, wait, that's the golf course I'm already on. Where's the other? Vegas National Club. I'm sure these are taken up. But if there's golf course properties, I will. Is that one available? No. Oh, there's some. How much are they? 29,000. Kind of expensive. Those might be there a while. Are there any smaller ones up here? How much is that one? 29,000 still. Boy, those are pricey. But they still might be worth it. I'll buy a couple and see what happens. I just do really well with golf course properties. Come on. It's not a bicycle, it's a motorcycle. How much money do I have? Quite a bit. What bridge did I miss? Oh, I didn't have that one clicked. Okay. Do I want to buy another one? There's water right there. Oh, I can't buy that one. How much money? I have a lot of money. Oh, someone else is buying that one. What do I think? People are even buying ones over there. Okay, that's a lot of golf course properties. Do I want to buy one more? Yes, I do. Hopefully I feel like those will be worth money, but we'll see. Select all the bicycles? Yeah, I see a bicycle right there. Do you see the bicycle? I see the bicycle. Okay, that's enough golf course properties. Now, I had some other areas that had some affordable housing, maybe. Where am I at here? Right over here somewhere. Where was that? Right in here. 8,000? Yep. Let's go buy some properties. Go load up on some cheap stuff. Are they all FSAs? I didn't think they were all FSAs when I just clicked on it. Wait a second. How much is that one? 17? Is that one for sale? No. Well, I thought those were available. I was wrong. All the small ones are taken. See, people are smart because the small ones are easy to sell. How much are these? 14, a little pricey. What other area did I have? Up. Down there. Right in here. How much are these? Oh, those are expensive. Are these all taken? No, yep. 9, that's not bad. Oh, are all these small ones taken? 9 again. Here, we're gonna go. How much is that one? 10-8, okay. Nothing's really shouting at my name. I'm trying to get stuff under 10. Most of them are all FSAs, or already purchased, as you can see. So other people have the same idea as me. Those have all got to be FSAs, yep. There's a 9. 26 cents left. I'm still in good shape. Oh my gosh. There's a palm tree. I didn't even look to see how much that one was. I just bought it. Oh, that's cheap. Why is that so cheap? $29 property size? That's like, huh. How much big was that one? Oh, I guess it's small. Okay. Looking around. I'm being more patient this time in case you guys are noticing. I'm not going quite as crazy as some of the other releases where I just buy without thinking about it. Sometimes that gets me into trouble. Usually it works out, but not always. Okay, Desert Inn Road. All those people are selling stuff already. Look at that. Whew. Imagine all these. Well, that's got to be big, right? Yeah, it's expensive. I don't have that much money anymore. I don't really have. I don't think the Desert Inn Road will be that popular, but you never know. Sahara. Sahara goes all the way over here, I'm guessing. Oh, look at all those named ones. That would have been a good spot to be. Sahara's been selling for decent amounts, but that's a big, oh, that's a big one. Is that on Sahara? Probably not. Nope. There's no way it should be available this long into it. Pat's Pub, that sounds cool. All right, Pat, you're not available to buy. Okay. Where else did I have? Oh, do we want to check out Twin Lakes? Some people are saying Twin Lakes might be an interesting area to buy, and we'll see how it looks up here. Ooh, it looks pretty sold out. That's what it looks like. It's very sold out. Apparently, multiple people thought Twin Lakes would be a popular area to be. Look at that. Okay. Looks like any opportunity to do stuff there is gone unless you have an FSA opportunity. Okay, we're gonna go. Let's go check out Downtown East. I'm sure that's probably gone too, but you never know. Big stuff. Big stuff. Wonder what prices are like here. Pricey, but that's a big property. Oh, here's some. Are we still in Downtown East? No. I'm like, that's weird. We dropped into State Streets. Okay, how much are these anyway? They're cheap. I'm not. 13, not that cheap. Where else? Did my map. You got the cool golf course there too, but you don't really have anything on the course that much. You got a big old church. There's a road in between it and the course. So that's not as exciting to me as when you have stuff right on the course. Like some of that's almost on the course, but not really. I mean, okay, what else do we have on here? State streets. Look at these streets all close together. They might have small properties. Let's see. No properties. Nothing there. That one, 16,000, kind of expensive. Oh. Still looking around. Oh, what are these? There's a school. That's not 14. It's okay. Schools don't tend to attract much of a premium if you have a property by a school. Sometimes parks do, but not really that much, honestly. There's Desert Inn Road again. Maybe a different neighborhood. 14,000, still a little expensive. You can see no one else is really buying them either. So a lot of people have the same idea as me, is to keep the properties as cheap as you can. Let's see. Did I have any? Oh, I had way down south. There were some cheap properties. Where? Right in this area here. Somewhere. How much are these? 12. That's not bad. 10. Any of these non-FSA? Nope, those are all FSA. That one's 12. Pretty much all the small ones are taken already. Again, you see a lot of people just have the same strategy because they've learned over time what sells and what doesn't sell. Like some of these big ones here for 14,000, you know, they might be there for a long time before anybody buys them. Not really seeing much here. I still have, how much were these? Still have a lot of money. 10? That's not bad. Are there any less than 10? I feel like less than 10 is kind of my threshold here. Are there a bunch of them over here? 10.5. What's that? A spot. 10.8. Ray Charles Lane. I mean, that's kind of cool, I guess. We'll buy just a couple here. Still have 25 cents left, so. And we'll buy them on Ray Charles Lane because that's kind of a cool name. I don't see any more crosswalks. Where are the crosswalks? Is that a crosswalk? There's a crosswalk? I don't know. So tired of the captures. Okay. So we got some there. Not too excited about that spot either. Any other? Or there? This area? There was like some interesting stuff maybe. I don't know why I have a mark here. Oh, lots of stuff, but they're all FSA. Wonder how much they are. 9. Yeah, that's not bad prices, but all bought up. Flamingo, there's Starbucks, Burger King, Taco Bell. Oh, still have some money to spend. I guess I could always spend it on the lazy nodes instead, because I know there's some cheaper properties there, so I don't have to spend all my money right now. Let's see where my properties are and how there they are. Church is still for sale. Is there anything? Most everything on Flamingo's going, right? You can see there's one that's 130,000 still available. Is that Flamingo? No. It's like any small stuff on, like, yeah, Flamingo probably would be a good deal. That's not, yep. Different streets. Is that on Hazelcrest? Yep. Okay. Boy, usually I run out of my money and then I'm done. Where else? The plate. There's a Rebel gas stations. That's Sahara. Okay, that's Sahara on this side. That's Sahara? No. I might buy another one on there if there was one. Nope. Do I want to be done right now? I don't know. That seems so wrong. I want to spend all my money. Downtown South, is everything here taken? No, there's stuff in Downtown South. Downtown South must not be as exciting to people. Just checking Charleston. I mean, maybe that's a decent road. Who knows? There was Fremont. I'm sure there's nothing there. Oh, what? Oh, it's not available. I was like, what in the world? That makes no sense. That's why. Even like close to Fremont might be good stuff, but yeah. Let's take another look at everything here. Large swath. I could buy more on the golf course if it's still there. Let's see that. Let's check out the golf course. Boy, there is still one there. I feel like these are good purchases. I think golf courses are cool. There. Okay, I guess the other thing I could check on is the secondary market. Let's see what the low prices are. 10,000, 10,000. That's the floor. Is the floor going to raise up? Who knows? Who knows what mint is on these? So that's always something to look at too. 11, 12s. So yeah, anything you can find. I mean, the floor is at 10 right now, so anything you can find below 10 is probably going to be a pretty good deal, but finding those now, I'm guessing most all of them are taken at the moment. 15. Trailhead. And except for some FSAs, there wasn't really any real super cheap properties that I saw. That one $6,000 one. It's one of the cheapest ones. I don't imagine there's any more. Where did I buy that at? Down here? No. I bought that here. How much did I pay these? 10. So most all those are gone now too. Here? Oh no, those are the ones I bought to move myself over. That was a good deal too. That worked out well. Okay. I think I'm gonna be done soon. Those. Were they some of over here still cheap? What did I get that one for? Oh. What? Oh, that's old. That's Winchester. That's why. Okay, so well, we got quite a bit in downtown. Look at that. We did get a bunch in downtown. We didn't get any on this main street or the strip. I thought that would be a long shot. We didn't get any name stuff up here, but we still got stuff in downtown. I'm guessing all of downtown is pretty much bought up. I did get stuff, no stuff in the Arts District. I knew that would be a long shot too. I don't know. I don't think I could have bought anything in the Arts District. I don't think I had my guy over there close enough. So worked out okay. I think we did okay. We got some name stuff. We got some cheaper stuff. I don't think I hit any real home runs like I did in Detroit. I hit a lot of home runs in Detroit. Queens, I think I did better in Queens. Or I've done better here than I did in Queens. And we'll just have to go from there and see how things go. Oh, food for less. What's that one? Oh, it's not for sale. Well, fine. Is that one in Flamingo? Again, Flamingo, I mean, 130, that's all my money. Flamingo could be a decent road. Maybe. Definitely not as popular as the other ones. Okay, I'm going to be done for now. I'm going to take a break. We'll see if I do anything else. If not, thank you guys so much for watching. Love all the support. Love that you hang out with me for such a long time while I'm doing these releases. Love to hear your strategies. Love to hear how you did as well. You can rate this opening too as how it goes compared to some of the other cities. Love to hear what you think on that. I'm still thinking about that here, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you. We'll be back soon.